It's called Is and Signal Hill. Sitting now with California now. They made some water.
What's going on, everyone? We're at the Wilder Fury 3 presser. We just waiting. It's supposed to start in a matter of minutes. World Combat Sports, downtown LA. You know what it is. We're in the building. Share the content. This is what everybody been waiting for. July 24th. Fury Wilder World Heavyweight Championship Trilogy. So we're just waiting for everything to get cooking. I see Jimmy Lennon Jr. look like he's about to come out here and announce the fighters. He's about to go down. Just to give you a view of everything. You know. Press row, baby. Dead center. Yeah, this should be good, man. This should be good. We're just waiting. Been waiting all day. If you haven't heard the news, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos has now been canceled. The rescheduled date is supposed to be August due to Teofimo catching COVID. I knew this like this morning, but I was just waiting for the official presser to come out from Triller, and finally they released it to us. So I know a lot of people saying, get the heck away from Miami. That's 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 in a row right there. First it was Floyd Mayweather coming in, and now he catches COVID. So we definitely need to tighten up on that.
30 more advanced.
I'm going to try to stay right there.
He's like, what's that too? He's like, what's that?
I'm like, days off conversation. What in the world is going on here? What magical world are you living in?
So this time I tried a new, I actually have my mono stabilizer, my smooth. Been had it for a minute, so I said, you know, let me try to work smarter this time instead of using my hand to record. You know, so you might see a little bit of camera because I'm on like the 3rd row. You might see the camera to the left, but it's about to kick off here in a minute.
I think it looks nice. Yeah, it's perfect. It's good to me. It's solid, right? It's pretty solid. I think it's solid at 9.5.
Blueprint Sports in the building. Salute. Unique Dawn.
Walking it out.
It's about to go down, people. Appreciate you tuning in.
Hey, that's a good one. Wasn't that one of my title intersected?
I'm really trying to see what the temperature's like between these guys. What the temperature's like. Appreciate everybody. Smash the like button if you're in the building.
Do you remember when I used to get them riled up all the time?
It should be kickoff any minute now. I really hope there's no punches thrown out here. It's going to be interesting.
Share the video, subscribe to the channel.
And definitely sub to the channel. If you ain't already know by now, man, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I was heading from here to Miami. That was the other big news I had. I was heading from LA to Miami. So now that the Teofimo fight is canceled, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be back on the grind, headed back to the south. on the East Coast.
Oh, we're using Dawson? Dawson. I'm not gonna lie, I like the colorways of the second fight better. Remember the color band right there? Purple, yellow,
Like
it had
pink,
a mix
yellow,
of a lot of
purple.
orange.
Oh, it had like
It was
another
so
color.
much fun. So much fun. I like that. Yeah. I love that background.
Oh, that's right. It was super bright. They were like animated. Yeah, that was a dope one.
That was a dope one. That was one of the best ones I've seen actually.
What's going on, Mark, in the building? Andrew Charles, what's good? Big dog in the building. Salute everyone in the building. Tiafimo contracted COVID. Tiafimo contracted COVID.
Really worked.
It's going down, shall we? Let's see if it boils over in this first presser. We don't know what to expect. We don't know what to expect, man.
Huh? Okay. You want in the height?
There go Jimmy Lennon over there in the corner.
Yeah, flick up him.
Hey, hit the like button in the building. Respect the grind, respect the hustle. You know what it is all day. Media. The media trenches up here, WCS, West Coast.
For real, we're all quiet.
I was looking forward to the heavy week because I was heading from here. I was heading from West Coast all the way to Miami. But that's not happening no more. You know what I'm saying?
Walk back into it. Don't let me just start off where I left off.
We just have to get ready for Javante Davis versus Mario Barrios in the ATL next week. Definitely I'll be there. Definitely.
It's the same. It was like 2019.
It's unfortunate, man. I was really looking forward to covering the second fight and then the third fight next week. You know, to keep active. You know, to keep low crawling in these media trenches. You know how it is. I always get here early, man. Get that dead center spot. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but most of the time. Get that dead center. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that dead center.
You know what I recall?
That's showing up an hour ahead of time. I'm gonna be taking stills while I'm recording too.
I used to always do that. Start at 1. That means 1:15, 1:20. Oh, man, I'm getting ready.
Hey, hit the like button. You hit the like button. You're in the building. I shouldn't have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Fax Teal was not Comey
It's already been announced?
with that fight called Cambosis Kambane. It was gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight, regardless. It's gonna be a good fight. That's Cap Bob Arum cancel that fight. You think so, big dog? You think Bob Arum got back at T.O.? I don't know, man. I just saw Bob today. He don't look like he was lying on that. You know what I'm saying? You get to ask questions. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a Q&A from media. Why? Because from both sides, it's going to be seriously personal. You know, if you think about it. There's deep questions to ask Tyson Fury about the rematch February 22nd, and also Deontay Wilder on that same fight. So if they start a Q&A with the media, I mean, it'll be a frenzy up in here. It'll never end. I believe the fight would be a good one. Just feel as though he was ready yet. Hey, all you new faces in the building, make sure you sub to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Sub to the channel.
themselves too as well. It would be like
Fuck with the ones, independent media out here grinding.
to get into Mario Kart,
Show support, man. There's a lot more from being behind the microphone and doing live streams. You know what I'm saying? Support the ones that's in the field too. Yeah, I agree with you. Unique. This is a long time coming. J.A. Dixon in the building. What's good? Salute, bro. I've been sub for like a year, some change. I be watching the vids. Appreciate you. I just hope they're not in the back scrapping already. Somebody need to make sure they ain't in the back fighting already. For real. If I hear anything go down, I'm jumping on stage and running back there, man. If I hear any commotion.
I'm hoping. I would be like, all right, the fact that y'all still got some of the tank, I'm down with that. Because it's the same scenario as the starting.
So you're saying expensive thermal on the same level? That's what you're saying? Going into the fight, you're saying expensive thermal on the same level?
I'm saying
I ain't keeping nobody cool on Team Wilder. It is what it is, man. Shit. Who am I to keep that, calm after what happened to his brother? There's no way, bro. There's no way. It has to go down the way it goes down. You feel me? It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to go down the way it goes down. This ain't no peace rally. Yeah, my solace and what he say last time. Keep your hands up, my brother. It's a little dark in here.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I wish they would cut the lights on just a little bit more.
The knockdown was the determining factor. If you look at the scorecard, the knockdown was
We just waiting. Hopefully, it's not too much longer, man, because Jimmy Lennon is waiting over there in the corner. So, well, they're taking selfies in the corner.
I know Tio called Kobe.
Yeah, he called Kobe.
It's crazy. I've been going down to, we've been working out at the gym, the city gym. So when I'm riding down there off and on.
What's that name?
City gym, that's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, yeah, Vegas. So I've been riding back and forth sometimes.
Because he purchased a home out there now, so
Yeah, he out there all the time.
they out there all the time now. L-Dub in the building. What's good? King on deck, heavyweight king on deck. This fight would do Super Bowl numbers, absolutely. It's gonna do incredible numbers. Like I told you, I think it really breaches, Holyfield, Tyson too. I think it breaches the top 5 PPVs of all time. We just hope everything works out great. No COVID, no postponement, none of that. What's going on, King Mitch in the building? Salute, my brother. I wonder why. Shout out to Drew Tight, man. In the building, on deck. Be sure to check him out every morning. I actually watched that one you did, I think the day before yesterday. And the one where you was just talking about,
I think it's the light.
hold on for a second. Right up here talking to him. But check out his lives, man. 9:30 in the morning. It depends. Fire content, man. Go sub to Drew Titan. Go check him out. Salute to Money Brown in the building, man. Go support them brothers, Drew Titan and Money Brown. Salute my brother Scotty, the realest in the field. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Go check out Money Brown TV, man. He be over there with everything boxing and sports. And he got his own channel. He's putting up some fire videos up there talking that boxing talk. So tune in, man. Don't listen to what everybody else say. Just go to their channel and tune in and listen for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Brothers out here doing it the right way. Who they calling behind the scenes. Yep. And my cricket leather in the building to this day. To this day. L Dub Boxing, appreciate the donation, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the support from everybody. And if you're in the building, you know, hit the like button, man. Keep those likes going up. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be more people in the building than the likes. You know what I'm saying? I can't really turn up the way I want to because there's media everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, it's going to be a long ride back. Shit, I got to change my motherfucking flight too, man. Dang. It's going to be tough. You got to be better than Ford tough, though. You got to be that ATL tough, shouty. That old ATL, the 70s ATL.
He's right next to me.
Got Ellie sitting behind me.
That's the one thing I don't listen about.
I'm like, tell him, look, I tell the people, you don't have to be nice to me because it's some people that support the channel that they think they need to be nice to Wilder. They're talking about Wilder. I say, talk your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up here and be fake for me. If you don't support them, you don't support them. But don't be trying to damn warm me up with some boxing talk. I think Wilder's gonna get it done. I say, okay. Why you say that? I just do. Sure you do. You need to break that shit down as to why you think the way you do.
Mine was years ago. Danny Williams and
The date is July 24th.
I hope this really kicks off sometime soon, though. You know, that, as I was speaking earlier about Clarissa Shields being moved on the pound for pound list, it's just it's reprehensible to be honest. You know, just like Deontay Wilder said, you got that dark chocolate skin. It's not the complexion for the protection. I see a lot of that going on right now in boxing. I mean, I just don't understand how you can be shifted or even modified, you know, just off Katie Taylor fighting somebody that's not even relevant to the credentials Clarissa Shields has presented this far. It doesn't even make any sense. It It doesn't even make any sense. It don't even come close to making any freaking sense, people. I hope. Salute to all the family.
Even my friend.
Keep hitting that like button. Hard work.
Are you going to that?
Hard work, man. Salute to all the family in the building. All love. Appreciate your money. Yeah, for real. I'm tired of waiting. I'm about to go back there and start asking questions. I'm saying, why this press conference have to be late? We ready. People up here using up their batteries.
Where do you go?
Yeah, no, I'm recording it with the 4K camera.
Get in where you fit in, people. So, the criticism of Shakur Stevenson going in there boxing, being technically sound, but yet, placing fans in a state of nod, so to speak, or disinterested. It happens in the sport of boxing, really. When it comes down to it, not every fight is going to be enthusiastic, nor do the fighters match up together for what is called a firefight or a barn burner, or an electric night from the opening bell to the final bell. It always don't happen like that. But what Shakur Stevenson did, it's not a crime. It happens in boxing. People need to stop whining. Look what he did to Toka Conclari. So the action that he put in on Toka Conclari, who he couldn't get up out of there either. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he went in there scotch-free and didn't get touched. He got touched. But with this fighter right here was a bit different, and people shouldn't be up in arms about it. Just hold him accountable the next time he goes up in there. Because I guarantee you, he fight Oscar Valdez or Jamel Charlo, I guarantee you his output is going to be much more active than what you've seen in his past fight with Jeremiah Nakatila. You know how it is. I'm looking forward to that Naoya Nui fight. I mean, not Naoya Nui, but I forgot what date he's actually stepping back into the square. If somebody can put that in the chat. But also you got Jamal Charlo stepping in there, getting it in for the defense of his title. And he's fighting Montiel. Montiel supposed to have this crazy, I'm seeing all this intense promo that he's a knockout artist, and I'm saying, okay, show me who he stopped. And when they keep showing James Kirkland, I'm like, huh? It's like all of a sudden he's a knockout artist. He knocks out James Kirkland. Come on, man. James Kirkland has never been back on track, man, since leaving Ann Wolfe. Let's be honest, James Kirkland is in a whole nother stratosphere with his career right now. And we're not talking about elevation-wise either. You know what I'm saying? He's not putting out the way he's supposed to.
What do you think about the fight itself?
Very interesting.
I wonder how many of those media members were talking down on Wilder. I'm sure they'll be kissing his ass. You ain't never lied, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see Wilder. Oh, there goes Wilder. After all this shit, he's not such a bad guy after all. Don't be so quick now. We need to wait to get both of these cats in the room. You know what I'm saying? We need both of these fighters in the room, man. I'm telling you, the delay, you know what I'm saying, is a bit unnerving because I don't want to use up all my batteries and then just be filming tables. It's like 40 people out here all live using their battery. I call myself being proactive.
That's a crazy fight, I think.
If it comes down to it, I have a power bank where I can, I'm just trying to make sure I'm good.
But at the end of the day, this fight, former world champion. Chavez Jr. can be fighting anybody. So,
Oh my God.
Anderson Silva better watch out. gonna be. It's not gonna be like an easy fight or an exhibition. It's gonna be interesting.
What about Tank and Mario? Tank is a champion 130.
I'm looking forward to the fight going down in ATL, Tank and Barrios at the State Farm Arena. I look forward to that one. You know, Tank is a savage. We all know that. I wanna provide another name for him. You know what I'm saying? But when he's on the hunt, that's one of the underscoring titles I can give him right there. Cause he stays on you. He stays on you. You don't even have to be bleeding. I'm about to go around in the shade and try to see who back there lurking. It's my luck. I get up, and then they come on stage.
And I think it's gonna happen.
Somebody go get Anthony Joshua out the closet and tell him it's okay to watch his imminent danger, his clear and present danger. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Come out the closet. You know, just cut the lights on in the house and watch this press conference. Blueprint, Shakur, always leaving unscathed. Yeah, it's boxing. You know, if they can't beat you, I guess they'll join you. Yes, sir.
He's on his way there.
You know?
So, I don't like to compare
I'm used to, you know, press conferences, you know, being delayed because Tank Davis' press conference was delayed tremendously. If you ever go to a Gervonta Davis presser or weigh-in, he's gonna be late, guaranteed. Especially when he in the A, he's gonna be late. So I'm curious to how this one's gonna be. The last one I was at with Gamboa, he was an hour late, a pound off, and he pushed him and caused chaos and mayhem in there. So I'm wondering what's gonna be the Snick this time. Like, what is gonna be? What he got planned?
fighting going to be hard. He wants to fight in Mexico. And
I'm looking forward to that. Stephen Fulton, you know, and Brandon Figueiredo fight.
I wonder when they're gonna have another press conference.
I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah, they should before.
You know how they do. They have one of
Yeah. And wherever, what the next one gonna be? Florida? I mean,
Right now, 125, this is 12.
come on, man. The Bronze Bomber just got here.
I wasn't in a hurry.
So Deontay Wilder team just arrived. Just saw him go in through the side door. You know, so Team Wilder's on deck. He looked like he's still 6'8".
Right.
You know. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't started yet. You know what I'm saying? Just got some evidence. You know, Team Wilder wasn't even on deck yet. So shout out the Bomb Squad in the building. Bomb Squad is in the building. Deontay walks in the building. The mood changes and everything. People start to get quiet and the whispers start, oh, there he goes, people. There he goes. What is he gonna do? He was deep too. He looked like he had about 8. He had about 8 with him. Yeah, he had about 8 to 15 with him. He said time he stepped down in Vegas, it was gonna be chaos. There was going to be violence up in this one. So this is going to be the preamble to Vegas.
There was arbitration. Fury's team was shot, but they won arbitration before it was announced.
Wilder Fury, July 24th. Tickets available. I'm hearing the tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing the tickets damn near sold out already. So it's going to be PPV. And believe me, I believe this fight is going to do Very high numbers. It's just too much that's attached to this fight. The backstory, going from so-called cordial professionals in the sport of boxing to now nemesis, you know what I'm saying? Adversaries in this sport. So Team Wilder's now on deck. And there's a lot more movement. Okay. So they coming out on stage now. So the fight is about to come out now. So y'all share the content. It's about to go down, y'all. It's about to go down. It's about to go down up in here. It's about to go down in downtown Los Angeles. So Shelly Finkel is on deck. So I know when Shelly Finkel's on deck, it's not going to be long because he's not going to stay up there. He's not going to be standing up there forever.
It's going to be fun.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I hate it when they say that then you'll cheer like
I like this move. It's an older model, but this is the first time I actually used it the way it's supposed to. It's just been sitting there. I said, let me use it this time around, man.
on the corner. Jimmy Lennon, the legendary announcer, he's going to introduce the fighters.
It's funny how people say when it's supposed to start. This is supposed to start at 1 o'clock, but it starts whenever the fighters get on deck. There's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? All I know is like Unique just said, excellent view. Hey, I was here early enough, to get this center spot, and that's what counts. That's everything. The center spot. The center spot is everything, bro. You gotta arrive an hour plus ahead of time, get in line. You know what I'm saying? Hard work, bro. Hard work, hard work. The real ones recognize it. Appreciate you, Andrew. Real talk. WCS putting in field work. Appreciate you. Man, I'm disappointed about that TO fight. Now I get to be back at the crib for a whole nother week, which, oh, man. I was really amped up to do a full week, full-blown meeting. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Just because you fight before the main event, that don't make you the co-main event. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Just cause you on the main card, don't mean you the headliner. Let me see who this is. Okay, the fight is about to come out now. I think that's Tyson Fury to the right. Tyson Fury about to come out. Let me get my camera ready. Deontay Wilder coming out to the right, y'all.
Wilder's team on that one. That was Malik Scott. That was Malik.
There go Malik Scott right there.
That trainer.
What's going on, Malik? Just gave Malik a shout out, Everything is serious. They got the snapback on with a message on it. I'm trying to zoom in to get that message on his hat. I know it means something dealing with violence. See, I'm recording with the left hand, taking pictures with the right hand, like as always. You know what I'm saying? Get the stills in the building, post them up later. Yes, sir. Okay. If you. Okay. Oh, damn. That's a good one.
The massive police are in the house.
Sam Watson.
We're waiting to Sam Watson, money. And here's Fury3.
There goes Sugar Hill right there. There goes Sugar Hill in the building. They moving in slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? We're about to have the fighters on deck, y'all. It's going down. Share the content. Bob Arum on deck.
The Godfather is on watch.
I got some questions, Sugar Hill. I got some questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the Novo by Microsoft here at LA Live in downtown Los Angeles for the kickoff press conference for the third chapter of our showdown between two of boxing's premier fighters, two of the greats of the sport, and two of the giants of the heavyweight division. Before we bring out our fighters at this time, let's take a closer look at the history between these two warriors and a preview of what's to come in Fury versus Wilder 3.
You think Sugar Hill would run from me? I don't know, man. I should tell him you in the building, Drew. You know what I'm saying? You know who we waiting on. You know who we trying to see. We trying to see Fury. Wow, it's quiet than a mouse up in here. It's like church about to take place. Like we about to start the service or something.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our fighters out onto the stage. We'll begin with the challenger, standing at 6 feet 7 inches tall with a tremendous record of 42 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 41 big wins coming by way of knockout. The 2008 U.S. Olympic bronze medalist, he is ranked the WBC #1 heavyweight in the world from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Please welcome the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent is the defending champion, standing at 6 feet 9 inches with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. From Manchester, England, here is the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Come on, they're making all the noise. Tyson Fury comes out with no shirt on.
Something here. Yeah. You don't mind if you do, sit down right here. It's a good thing I checked my wardrobe. I was going to wear the same thing here today, but Tyson always wins. Saturday, July 24th is the date, highly anticipated third chapter for the heavyweight rivalry between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Fury looking to defend his WBC title against the former world champion and rival Wilder. The event will be available on pay-per-view from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and is brought to you by Top Rank Incorporated, along with Bomb Squad Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions in a premier boxing champions presentation. Want to let you know that tickets for the live event are available on T-MobileArena.com and AXS.com. Now let's meet some of the teams that are joining our fighters here on the stage. First of all, we have the trainer. We'll go to the challenger side, longtime friend, former heavyweight great, and the new trainer for Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott. We'll have chances for Q&A for Malik Scott a little bit later on. And on the other side of the podium, we have the trainer for Tyson Fury. Of course, a longtime and respected trainer from the Kronk Gym in Detroit, Sugar Hill Stewart, along with the Hall of Fame promoter, the one and only Bob Arum. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from our fighters. Without further ado, first of all, the challenger, former longtime heavyweight champion, known as the Bronze Bomber. He re-energized the heavyweight division when he captured the WBC title in January of 2015. He made 10 successful defenses of his title, won 9 of them by knockout. Known for his electrifying power, his knockout ratio is 93%, still standing as the highest for any heavyweight champion, current or past. Seeking to avenge his only loss, we invite him to the microphone at this time, the challenger, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my amazing team, and I'd like to thank my strong legal team as well. Look, enough said. Time to cut off his head. It comes July the 24th, there will be bloodshed. Get your tickets now. I'll see you soon.
Once again, we'll have opportunity for Q&A for both of our fighters following their opening comments. Now I introduce to you, my pleasure to introduce the defending world champion. He has held the lineal crown since dethroning Vladimir Klitschko in November of 2015. He has inspired millions across the globe with his comebacks, both inside the ring and outside the ring as well. After their dramatic first fight ended in a draw, Fury knocked out Wilder in the rematch to capture the WBC heavyweight title. Once again, here's the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Good afternoon, everybody. Morning. Don't know what time it is. Afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to say congratulations to Deontay Wilder for finding his Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Before the last fight, he was comparing gods. We know my God won, so congratulations. And after all this bloodshed stuff, not so certain, heard it all before, to be fair. Said all this last time. Decapitation and bloodshed and all that. And we all know what went down there, so You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people got a lot of questions and they want to know certain facts, including myself. So I'll leave the questions open to the floor. Keep it short and simple from me. Thank you very much.
And reminding you, our date, of course, is Saturday, July the 21st, T-Mobile Arena. Tickets are available at tmobilearena.com for the live event, along with AXS.com. And the event is promoted by Top Rank Incorporated, Bomb Squad Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions in a Premier Boxing Champions presentation. And now we turn to our Q&A session. My pleasure to hand over the microphone duties to trailblazing commentator, hostess, and reporter for Top Rank Boxing and ESPN, Christina Puncher. Christina?
All right, so hello everyone. Before we get to sending both fighters to the media to answer some questions, I'm gonna lead a little Q&A up here, and then they'll face off for some photos, and then come down to you guys to answer some more questions. So we'll start on this side here. A new face at the end of the podium to Deontay Wilder's corner, but not to Deontay Wilder, and Malik Scott. And Malik, I'd like to start with you if I could, to talk a little bit about the chemistry that you've built with Deontay. Not many people know how long you guys have actually been friends, and although not in his corner, on his side and on his team. So if you could talk a little bit about the chemistry that you and Deontay had even before he made that phone call to you at 3 in the morning that kind of made you his trainer.
We always had a chemistry with brotherhood, but for this fight, one thing I can say is before Deontay and I even talked about me moving forward as far as his head trainer, I wanted to make sure that we had the same chemistry as far as fighter and trainer. I wanted that to be better than brotherhood, you know what I mean? And from ever since I've started working with him as far as training and taking that position, our chemistry as fighter and trainer by far passed our chemistry as our brotherhood. So, you know, I'm impressed with him, how he's adapted and how receptive he is and everything. So, yeah.
Deontay, last time we were up here, it was Tyson who had a new trainer sitting next to him, and you spoke about him making changes to his team, changing trainers and all that. You decided to make a change. Why was Malik the right person for the job to get it done this third time? Deontay?
You said why was I the right one to get it done for the job?
Yeah.
Deontay ain't answering no questions.
With a fighter,
Deontay ain't answering no questions today.
Power.
He's not answering no questions.
Someone like myself that is extremely
You got headphones on,
background
he's not answering no
It just
questions.
matched well.
Malik is answering the
The
questions.
thing with us is the chemistry. I believe
He
there's
ain't
great
answering
fighters in
nothing.
the world, right, that
That's what he
have
talking about,
great
the
teams.
change.
But
He
then I
ain't
believe
showing
there's
no
great fighters in the
love.
world that
That's
have
what he
great
meant.
chemistry with a good
He said,
or
I
okay
gave you the
team, and
nice
that makes
Deontay
them-
Wilder.
And it makes it work for them. So
I gave you the nice.
On all cylinders on both sides.
And I ain't giving you nothing.
So what kind of imprint do you see yourself
Look back on my
making
lives.
in this fight?
I said he should do just this. He shouldn't talk to the
Deontay
fans
has
on the
made
return.
difference. He's made the mental
We let
adjustments.
Malik
All
do
I
the
needed
talking
was a
for him.
receptive
No
athlete.
doubt, all
I'm not
business.
even talking about his
All
ability
business.
and everything I've been seeing him do over the last 10 years. He's already made the mental adjustments to do everything I need him to do when we in that ring. He's already made the mental adjustments to turn his household into his training facility. Eat, sleep, and shit boxing. And that's all I ask, and that's what I'm impressed with the most.
So how would you envision this third fight? I'm sure you guys have talked about it, and obviously you're not gonna give away your game plan, but how do you see this third fight going? As both fighters have been very adamant about the end goal.
I only see it one way. I believe that if you let Fury just do what he want to do, then he's going to do more than what you allow him to do. I think I have no doubt in my mind Deontay is going to become 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and I believe it's going to be by knockout.
And I'll send it over here to the other side now in Sugar Hill. Actually, before we get to Sugar Hill, we have Bob Arum on the stage also joining us. Bob, you do have the mic right in front of you. You've been a part of many great, trilogies and things like that. Where do you kind of see this fight, the promotion for this fight, and how excited are you that these two are back at it, once again? I probably don't even need to ask you a question. You know everything that you want to say at this point, Bob, but you've been a part of some significant trilogies in boxing history. Obviously, they have one more fight to make this trilogy complete, but your thoughts on the third one as we are about a month and a half away.
All right, well, let's be honest about it. The first fight was a tremendous fight. Tyson showed what a great boxer he was. He got knocked down twice, and they called it a draw. The second fight was, as we all witnessed, a very one-sided fight. But when heavyweights participate in a one-sided fight, it's still great because they love to see, the fans love to see the big guys duking it out. And now the third fight, based on the first two, I really predict will be bigger than the first two fights. Based on the orders that we're getting for tickets, they far exceed what we did in the last fight. And I really believe that the pay-per-view, now that we all had the opportunity to watch that second fight, the pay-per-view is going to be bigger this time than it was last time. And we're happy that every restaurant is opening up around the country because the closed circuit action in the United States that we've shown in all the restaurants and bars will be tremendous. There's a pent-up demand that the fans have. So I'm looking forward to a great fight, to a great event, and I think it's going to set all kinds of records for a heavyweight championship fight.
Thank you, Bob. And over to Sugar Hill now. And Sugar Hill, you had a lot more time this time with Tyson than you did for the last fight. Spent with him not only in the gym, but in Miami, spending a lot of time together. How has that improved your chemistry leading into now this third fight, the amount of time you've been able to have together?
The amount of time that we've had together since we joined together, it hasn't done anything different for us. It's always been there. It's nothing new. And the only one thing that I really have to say is, over that time of training and working with Tyson Fury, he now has power to knock a man out with one punch. And that's something that I'm happy that he has now, along with his other boxing skills and everything else that he knows. His boxing IQ is one punch knockout power.
Tyson told everybody for the last fight exactly what he was going to do, whether the media and the fans believed it or not, and he stayed true to his word. Looking back on the fight, I mean, it was a masterful performance. What do you think that he can or needs to do differently, if anything?
Land that punch.
All right, Tyson, you and your sparring partners obviously getting ready for this fight for quite some time. How did you go from that switch in and everyone thinking it was going to be Anthony Joshua one day to 2 days later, here we are with Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, explain that.
It was a crazy roller coaster of fights, what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. But I always said you never fight somebody till you're in the ring opposite them. So it wasn't really hard for me. I never started training. I wasn't in training camp when all these negotiations were going on. So it was what it was. 1 minute I'm fighting one guy, next minute I'm fighting another guy. It's what I do. It's what I get paid to do. I get paid to beat up people. Not my job, really. Yes. So yeah, it's going to be Deontay Wilder. So yeah, it's his turn again and get another good hiding. And we'll see if he wants a fourth pretty much after this one. Maybe a 7th, 10th, 72. Who knows? It might go on forever.
I think a lot of people think we could be headed in that direction depending on how this fight goes. But look, I mean, we go through COVID, all this time outside of the ring, outside of fighting, long layoff, nothing that you haven't done before. But how do you continue to keep your mental health strong through everything that you've been going through in this point to get you ready for this third fight?
Yeah, I just keep training, stay motivated. Every day I wake up to a blessing. I'm happy to be alive, you know. I'm happy to be living, being here right now. And look forward to today. That's how I manage my problems. I look forward to the future. I'm not looking at the past. I enjoy today, the now, living in the moment type of person. I look forward to the challenge. I hope he's going to bring something different to what he did last time when he needs to. It's face facts. And let's hope he can give me a challenge. I know he's took on Malik, very experienced guy in boxing. He's had a lot of professional fights himself. But let's hope he can bring the best out of Deontay Wilder, hopefully.
Malik, with Tyson saying he's got to do something differently to get a different outcome, what is that you think that he needs to do differently when you look down and break down film?
When I look at breakdown film,
I know you study, you're a student of the game as well. So.
I don't feel as though this is not a thing of like so many different things Deontay had to do, because in my opinion, he wasn't able to do anything in the last fight. So it's about the mental adjustments he's made to the craft. And I think that's going to make big dividends for him when you're in with a guy like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people been seeing me and Deontay work, and they said, oh, they never seen him do this, they never seen him do that. Mm-hmm. These people haven't been seeing him in the gym. So we'll say remains to burn second fight. That whole camp before remains to burn the second fight, Deontay was boxing on his toes, doing all type of stuff. Before that, when he was getting ready for years back, I think it was Calvin Price, he was boxing on his toes. See, these are all things I've always seen and took notes and said to myself, if I ever get the opportunity to work with him, I'm just going to make the most things he do subconsciously, I'm going to make him drill those things. And that's what we do now. We repetitiously drill good things. And
hit that like button. Hit that like button in the building.
It's hard to take a fighter off his first professional loss, and then you have to sit there going through a lockdown and through COVID, and then we hear all these allegations and things like that coming out. So just things that you can do to kind of just even keep your fighter in line and focus at the task in hand. What was that kind of those last months like doing that?
It wasn't really hard because, like I've been telling the reporters, if we got out the ring with Fury in the second fight at 12:45, we was disappointed and we had a long talk and everything, but literally around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., Deontay was already putting this plan into play on what he wanted done, how he wanted to, rededicate himself, how he wanted to do everything correct to get the title back. And he's done that, and I'm expecting him to win and win in grand fashion.
Why do you think that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions up here today?
Well, number one, he's very stubborn. You know what I mean? Even though he's rededicated his life.
He said, why Deontay don't want to answer questions?
But like most legends,
Malik said he's very stubborn.
They have their things with them. Like, even Fury, he has his things with him. A lot of people think he's crazy. Most people that are like that, Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite artists of all time, musician-wise. He had his thing with him. Michael Jackson, these people have their thing with him. But what I do, as long as Deontay gives me what I want in the gym, as long as he gives me what I'm asking for when he's sparring, I don't care about the stubbornness. We're going to get this work done because we got a big task ahead, and it's my job and his job to make sure it get done.
So perhaps even portraying a different demeanor considering what he came here to do. I mean, I asked him about answering questions and he said, the talking is done. It's just time to do business and to put in work. So I'm going to send it over to Tyson. Now, what do you make of the fact that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions?
It shows how weak of a mental person he is, and how much of the beating from the last fight has took an emotional, physical effect on his life. I was worried about Deontay Wilder for quite a while after the defeat that I gave him, and obviously he's doing this sort of thing with his earphones on and doesn't want to answer any questions. That's up to him, but I'm here to promote a fight and talk to the press, what I always do. So if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to commit to this press conference, let's me take Deontay Wilder's part. So I'll play double character if you want. Yeah, I'm quite good at doing these role-playing stuff. So I'll be Deontay Wilder and I'll be Tyson Fury, and we'll play a little game. So here's me taking as Tyson Fury. So he's employed.
Hey, I don't know if he can get fined. He got enough money to pay it.
To help him. As Malik said, Wilder is a stubborn person, so he's got his own mentality and he wants to do things his own way. So to listen to other people is not what Deontay Wilder does. So no matter how much that Malik teaches Deontay's going to do what Deontay's going to do.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Deontay's going to do what he's going to do.
He's been doing everything I've asked him and told him to do.
Yeah, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but you're talking about as far as training. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he can do that, but in the real fight I'm talking about, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to revert straight back to type, 100%. As soon as he hits him with the first right hand, he's going to see red and he's going to I'm going to take his head off.
Sugar Hill just said you're a one-punch knockout artist now, but there's no history of you knocking someone out with one punch, so that means when the fight gets started.
Yeah, he's going to go straight back to revert, 100%. You heard it here first. And another thing is, you can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Knock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You must
Exactly.
I know, but we did spar, didn't we? We know what happened
You're a
there.
260-pound man that can
Yeah.
fight. You bust my eardrum the
Exactly.
first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like, you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't.
Tyson, who's teaching him to be a great fighter? I'm adding on to everything that he do.
But we were seeing the fight.
No, real quick.
The way I see it is, right, he's got rid of Mark Breland because Mark Breland's a cheater, whatever he said. And he's employed you. I think you've been working with him for a long time. I'm not here to disrespect you or anything, because you're his trainer. You're not boxing. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying what I think at the moment. Like, everyone has this game plan of they're going to do something against me until they get in there. As we all know, because we've seen it so many times.
Was Sugar Hill a great fighter that teaches you
No.
very well?
No, he wasn't. This
So
is why I'm saying
how
that.
did you say, how am I going to teach him and I wasn't a great
I
fighter?
don't believe that. You can teach him in the gym as much as you want.
Right.
But as soon as he gets in the ring, Deontay Wilder's got 43
But that's what we got the date
he's
for.
going to do.
That's what we're going to see July 20th.
Well, we will see. But I'm going to state it here first. I'm going to stamp my claim that he's going to be the same old Deontay Wilder we've always seen. And that's that. So yeah, just because you both got your eardrum burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? Doesn't matter.
But see, listen what I'm saying real quick. Say if you couldn't fight and you did that to me.
Yeah.
I would feel like shit. I'm boxing Tyson Fury. The first day I boxed him, he busted my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if like...
You brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it.
No, but you just said, well, if he's getting bust up in sparring, if he's getting bust up in a fight, that's on him. Yeah, but you bust my head. It's okay though, right? That's what happens in boxing.
I didn't mention the ear
You just did at the end. You just did at the end.
You started with the ear busting, I didn't mention it.
Okay.
But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistic.
Tyson Sugar Hill.
I'm going to be aiming for Deontay Wilder's ears in the next fight. Burst.
Tyson, you talked about, and Sugar Hill has talked about developing that one-punch knockout power. You said exactly how the last fight was going to go. I went back and watched all the press conferences, and it went exactly how you said. So, is it going to be, in your anticipation, a one-punch knockout, or how do you see this third fight
I'll tell you how I see it. I gave my game plan away the first time because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it. And I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go past where he did before. Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically, or emotionally involved in his fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word, and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do, for sure.
I'm sure you guys were always confident because Deontay's plan was always to get this third fight no matter what was going to happen. So if I could just ask you one more time to respond to how Tyson Fury believes that this fight is going to go down based on what you guys have worked on. I'd imagine you say, no way.
You asked me what do I think of Tyson's. He had his best night and Deontay Wilder's night. The story's just lined up for him. That's not going to be the same in the trilogy.
All right. He's not got any final comments that you'd like to make?
Do you want to ask Deontay Wilder a question?
I did try, but Deontay's going to.
I'll answer it for him. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay, you guys. Anything else, Malik, that you would like to say? No? Deontay, you're good? Good? Anybody else? Any final comments here, since this is the one and only press conference that we're going to have here, and then we get ready to take some photos here, and then you'll have to answer from the media. Anything else? Bob, anything else you'd like to say, Bob? Go, yeah.
Just, it's going to be a great fight, And you can see Deontay Wilder is saving his energy by not saying anything. Good, maybe that'll help him in the fight. I doubt it. We'll see what we'll see. July 24th.
Champ, I'll give you the final word.
Thank you everybody for turning out for this one-sided press conference. Yeah, hopefully the media have some good questions and we can get some answers and stuff.
All right, well, thank you everybody for coming. I'm Christina Poncher. What we're gonna do right now is have the fighters come up here for a photo op, and then the respective sides will separate them for questions with the print and online media. So thank you everybody. And tickets are on sale now. You can go to AXS.com and TMobileArena.com to get your tickets. It's an all heavyweight pay-per-view, all culminating in the main event with these two guys right here, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3. Thank you for joining us. Deontay?
And new. Why so quiet in here? Like it's a funeral. This is a stair down. It's so quiet up in here. They stay up there too long, something bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? They better get close. They better get closer. Security better get close. They want to face to the front right now, boy. It's intense. You can cut it. You can cut it. You can cut it. Bronze Bomber Nation, baby. Let's go, Bomb Squad. Let's go, Bomb Squad. Let's go, Bomb Squad. Acting like this church service. It's not church service. It's boxing, shouting. Somebody better get Fury. Somebody better get. Look, somebody better get Fury before he get dropped before the fight. Somebody better get Fury before he get dropped before the fight. To this day. It's the main event, people. Let them do what they do. Yeah, put the clap at the end. Didn't do anything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Security. Security. Security is on deck, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about.
Two times. 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 Two times.
It's tense up here, y'all. It's tense. I don't know why Hughie up there though. He's talking about fighting somebody that's not even in the same weight class. He's not mean professional boxers. That's security.
Two times. Two times. Two times. Two times. Two times.
You get in there next, Hughie. You face Wilder.
Two times. Two times.
No jokes here.
Good, sir.
All you big out.
Two times.
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth.
Two times.
6'5" one.
Two times. Yeah,
Yeah, but y'all on the run.
Bronze bomb in the building. I don't know what he's saying.
Kick in the face. All I fresh. They're all pussies, guys. Oh, the good one's good to walk away. The jackers. One for you as well, Dwarf. One right here.
All right, everybody, so Tyson Fury is going to be down there with print and online media first. Video media will come up to the stage, interview Deontay, and then we will flip-flop. Thank you very much.
Tyson Fury! Come on! That's all you want! Tyson Fury!
Steven. Yep. You're going?
Who got questions? Get some questions. Get them in. Get them on. Get them in. Get to it. Get to it. Get them in. You guys got anything?
All y'all questions gonna be referred to Mr. Lee Scott or Mr. Silver King. Mr. Wilder gonna be speaking to y'all.
Can you sit down for us?
What's up, Malik?
What's going on, Malik? How you feel?
Great job today. You went easy on him.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, talk about that hat you got on. What's the message you're trying to send? I know it's all business.
No, this is actually personal. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you heard anything bad about me, believe all that shit and leave me the fuck alone. So it's a way of saying that, you know, people don't discuss issues now. They just blame me for issues. Well, if you're blaming me for anything, blame me. But if that caused you to stay distance from me, then stay the fuck away from me.
I like how the team is, you know, very cohesive, man. It's good to see y'all together. You know, y'all have a history. You was in the sport longer than Deontay. You started before he did. How's that process been, man? You know, linking up, and you actually the head trainer.
It's been easy. Like I said, this our brotherhood and chemistry, the way it is now, it had to go farther than our brotherhood chemistry. You know what I mean? Because this, like I told people, it's the most important job of my life. I want Deontay to have his title back. I wouldn't be surprised if I want him to get the title back and beat this specific fighter more than he wants to. What I'm most impressed with is his receptiveness and training, us going back and forth with strategies, us watching film studies together, just stuff like that. He has a real open mind for the sport of boxing now, like never before. Because he's doing something he never had to do to get something he never had. He never had to win the title back 2 times. He have to do it now, and he's taking every every bit of preparation, elite preparation that he has to do to get the title back. So yeah.
Absolutely. The game tried to bury him alive. What do you mean by that, Malik?
What I meant by that is like, I felt as though when Deontay lost, it was like, I told you he wasn't this. I told you he wasn't that. I told you know what I mean. It was like, and where I went wrong with that was I said the game tried to bury him alive. When in all actuality, when most fighters, in my opinion, especially African American fighters, lose, it's looked at to me in a different way of he's done it. You get what I'm trying to say? Without going too much far in it, you know what I'm trying to say. But I felt as though they tried to do that to Deontay. Spiritually, he wasn't having it. He went right into the courtroom. We put the plays together. This is actually his third training camp so far. This is the third one. The pandemic and all of that was going on. He was in the courtroom and training camp. The dates will fall through. This is the third one, and this one right here is the best one. I could promise you guys this. This Deontay Wilder is going to be the best version that you guys have ever seen of Deontay Wilder, ever.
Given that you're saying how stubborn he is, how do you walk that fine line with him since you have been a fighter, you fought each other, you've been in camp together, you've been friends and brotherhood, and now this next chapter in your relationship. So how do you kind of tread that line between his stubbornness, being able to be effective?
Well, I want to get that straight. What I mean by stubbornness is, to me, to be great comes with being stubborn. To be like phenomenal in whatever your art genre may be, it comes with, you know, wanting to do things, you know, maybe whatever way you think that person should do it or yourself may should do it. I enjoy his stubbornness. You know what I mean? I enjoy seeing him be in a bad mood and still seeing him crush the workout. I enjoy stubbornness, you know what I mean? Because I'm stubborn myself. And it's nothing really to work around because, like I said, that's my analogy from him from afar. But when it comes to boxing, when it comes to being in that gym, when it comes to Joey working him out 6:30 in the morning, when it comes to us sparring, when it comes to everything, he's the most open-minded, receptive person that I've ever trained so far.
Y'all have a close bond, right? Mm-hmm. And so February 22nd, and you say y'all February 24th. You know, y'all.
22nd. I thought you said July. I'm
sorry,
brother.
Yeah. So basically, after the fight, you say y'all had a conversation. Did you hug Deontay? What was the conversation y'all had after that fight?
To be real honest, you know, I know you guys is going to really kill me for this shit, but I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, the Tyson Fury Wilder fight, it got me a little emotional after the fight. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm just like that. I'm a compassionate person, especially people I care about, and I've never seen my brother have an off day like that. Mm-hmm. And you know, yeah, it made me a bit emotional, and I shared my emotions with him. He shared his emotions with me, and from there we came up with the game plan on what had to materialize into what's everything that's happening now. Me being the head trainer, him being in the best shape of his life, him looking the best he's ever looked in training camps, just everything. You know, and when I say Deontay is receptive to physical training, I'm not just talking about training. I'm talking about to even strategize. And I'm talking about to even an everyday life thing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I told you guys before, I think the loss was the best thing that ever happened to him because they woke up a fucking monster. And I'm very unapologetic about saying that, and I mean that because the intensity and everything that he's training, and this is not coming from like you guys' perspective of seeing a fighter at a press conference and seeing him in a fight. You know, this is coming from seeing somebody over 10 to 12 years in training camps and fights. So you learn people habits, so you learn people ways. Any ways or bad habits Deontay has had, he has broke all of those habits. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Man, the man pushes me in training. We're strategizing together. He's doing film study with me. You know what I mean? So it's just a good thing, man. And I'm extremely grateful and I'm just extremely grateful to be in this position. Deontay trusts me with his life. He trusts me with his career. He trusts my knowledge. He's trusting everything. So, you know, he's the machine that have to go and get the job done, but I'm the brain behind the machine that have to help him operate to execute the game.
That being said, was that strategy earlier with the not saying anything, the headphones? Did y'all discuss that, or was it like?
He really just don't got too much to say. Even when we're in training camp, there's times that, you know, he's like, bro, what you want me to do? What am I doing today, Malik? I tell him what to do. If he's not doing it the right way or the correct way, we stop the work, he corrects it, and we go forward. The mindset is just violent, very violent, you know what I mean? And that's just not here with you guys. Like, that's in training camp. That's in strength and condition. That's in, like, you know, I don't know, it's something about me as a compassion, as a genuine, nice person that I am. I really love to watch evil, stubborn, competitive athletes in their element of training hard. I like seeing them with wrinkles in between their eyes. I like seeing them get up and run 8 miles when they don't feel like it. I think that right there, that's the process. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? And I like how Deontay is embracing that, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, how many fights he got now? How many fights? 42 fights, had an amateur career as an Olympian. No one, our bodies is not the same. He's 35, not 25. So every morning he gets up in the morning, it's not, hey, I feel like doing this. No, he's at the mindset where, no, I have to do something I don't feel like doing to get something that I never had. He's never been 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. And he's doing everything humanly possible that I've never seen him do to make sure he get the job done.
When did it come about to build a facility for a licensed homicide? When did that thought come about? You know, going through the arbitration and everything, and then y'all came to the point to train on his own property.
That came about because I feel as though if Deontay says something about doing something to somebody, homicidal-wise, it's a hooray. But then you got actually fighters out here that have catch a body on their shorts. You got fighters out here that said, Tyson Fury dad literally went on record and said, I wish my son would have killed Deontay. I'm watching that on Sunday night while I'm film studying, looking for a certain film, and I'm seeing Mr. John Fury, he's saying that. Okay, dude. I'm seeing him say that, and no one said nothing. So then I woke up in the morning and I seen how hard Deontay was training. I seen how hard he was doing strength and conditioning. I seen the facility that he basically built. And yeah, I said, we built a facility personally for a legal homicide. And that, I don't know, it could be taken whichever way it went, but it's fair play. And I look at it like it's us against them, and that's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? This is just us against them, and that's why, like, even when Tyson was saying certain things, the reason why I brought up that thing with when we box and hit him in the ear, because I heard them, they're making it seem like all of a sudden he's a one-punch knockout artist.
Exactly.
I don't know no history of Tyson ever hitting somebody with almost 3 punches and knocking them down, better yet knocking them out. I think one-punch knockout artist is made.
Yeah.
You get not made or born.
Born.
This is
yeah.
a one-punch knockout artist. You can't teach what he got. All of a sudden, it's great.
But you responded correctly, though. You said, okay, if you're trying to say that I cannot build up Deontay Wilder and teach him that. So that means, so Sugar Hill, what did he do?
So and that goes for, and that's no knock to any trainer. I know great trainers that is my big brothers in this game that never, Joe Goosen, never really had a boxing match. He's my big brother. He taught me so much. I've seen him lead guys to titles and lead them. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That right there doesn't mean nothing. By the grace of God, I just have ring experience. By the grace of God, I have an IQ for this noble art. You know, by the grace of God, I have my own career. So I'm not teaching from a perspective of a fan or from you guys. I'm teaching from, and with this case, I'm teaching with someone that I fought, someone that I sparred, someone that I studied, and someone that I know very well. You get what I'm trying to say? So the teaching and what we're doing is just coming from a very surgical manner. And, you know, I'll be very surprised if Tyson Fury made it out of 5 rounds.
Yeah, I want to wish y'all the best, you know, heading in there July 24th. I will be on deck. Last questions. Can I get that hat, Malik?
No, so this is my only one, but I'm going to start selling some on my
outside
page. So
shout out, Tay.
Malik. Are you surprised at all that Tyson kind of went out?
Appreciate it, Malik. Bomb squad, baby. So there it is, people. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going over there to interview Tyson Fury for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's Bomb Squad Nation all day, baby. I'm not showing Tyson Fury no love today. Get mad if you want, it ain't happening. Let me see who else out here, though. Let me see who else out here. That's Bob Arum. Trying to look for some other fighters, though.
Donna!
Might want to get Bob Arum, though.
I hope the man gets this.
Hey, how are you? Good luck with this. Thank you.
How you doing, Bob? Scott White, World Combat Forces. How do you feel about this particular fight being one of the mega heavyweight boxing matches in history?
Well, it's a very interesting fight. People love heavyweights. They love the destructive power, and they certainly saw destructive power in the last fight. And the question is, could Wilder turn it the other way, which, I mean, he's capable of. So, people love to watch heavyweights. There's no question. It's always been the case, and it always will be the case.
Do you believe in him being ready for the fight with him not saying anything, or you take that as he's really just sleeping on what he has going, like Tyson said?
I've never promoted Wilder. The only contact with Wilder is in this fights with Tyson Fury. So I don't know what Wilder thinks or doesn't.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think about Wilder not saying anything today? What do you think about Wilder not commenting on anything? That's an interesting analogy there. I like to see where you're going with this. What do you think about
That's it, people. Hope you enjoyed the show. LA in the building. Salute to everyone. Pretty intense press conference, to be honest. But subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. And we'll do this again. I appreciate you. Salute to each and everyone who tuned in. And turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.